Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. Welcome to November. All right, so October Scorpios, thank you so much for playing. We're taking the wheel from here. Today is Dias de los Muertos and my solar return if you're watching this on November 1st. So thank you so much for participating in Scorpio season. We got it from here. It's about to get dark. No, I love Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, all placements. I just love the energy of Scorpios. I have to be honest, it's like my jam. Hence why I do this channel. All right, so we've got the word thought coming through. Imagine that, Scorpio in their thoughts. So we have thoughts coming through. We also have Will of the Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadow. This one's been making a comeback the last few readings, and I shuffle quite often. So this is number 62. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 is a number of manifestation. So here we have some treasures hidden in the shadows. I told you, Scorpio, we're just a different breed, honey. I love this energy, though. So I hope everyone is doing well and having an amazing Scorpio season, no matter what your placement is. It does bring out in us our emotions, our feelings, and we are going, well, right now we're in Mercury pre-shadow. We've got a few planets in retrograde, but I believe Mercury goes full-on retrograde around the 9th. But look that up because I'm going by memory. My point is, we're going to be reassessing all of the things that we've been working on and really making sure that our energy is being put in the right places, like aces in their places kind of energy. So I wanted to put out this reading just to see what the vibe is for us right now as we head into the rest of the year. And then this reads, I am always, imagine this, I am willing to change. Retrograde energy, right? Is having us review, rethink, and refine. It reads, I am willing to release old and negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. I love that. Comment that, and that will enter you into the mini read contest. My thoughts are positive and fulfilling. Any version of that I'll take. So my thoughts are positive and fulfilling. You can comment, I am willing to change. Any of that works for me, right? Whatever is easier for you to type in. But I love that. I think that, lean into the energy of transformation. That is Scorpio vibes, transformation, the death and rebirth cycle for sure. Retrogrades always have us, going a little bit hindsight and making sure that that we are still in alignment with the directions we're heading in, right? So I'm going to go ahead and see what else we have here. Shut your faces, guys. Right off the bat, death card, Scorpio card shows up. I love that for us. I love that. That is such a powerful message. The veil is so thin right now, and that is just confirmation. Scorpio energy is here always, but I mean, right now the universe is backing me up. Transform, change, lean into it, right? You are that butterfly, la mariposa. Also, guys, I'm going to keep drawing, but I want to take you back to a few months ago. For several months, I kept saying if you are traveling between the months of October and November, or even October through the end of the year, to make sure that you considered purchasing travel insurance or building in extra time. And I had forgotten about that because it hadn't come up maybe in the last few readings. I've had several people reach out to me and say, Stasi, because of you, I built an extra time or I purchased travel insurance, and the entire hurricane situation happened in Jamaica. Many clients, many Scorpios were, involved in vacations that were scheduled around that time. Then apparently there's something going on in South America, Mexico specifically. I don't know the whole thing of it, but a few people sent me a, what's it called? Reels telling me that that basically had that I not said that, they might not have taken it as seriously. So I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, guys, I might not always know exactly why or what's coming through the exact messages as far as why, especially if it's months ahead of time. But when I keep hearing something over and over again, I share it with you guys. And over the years, it's panned out to really be of benefit. So, all right, let's see what we have here. We have the Death card, King of Cups, and Four of Cups. All right, so the King of Cups, and of course, this is a general reading. So we're going to look at these cards as them representing us, right? Not necessarily other people. However, this could represent an older masculine in your life and someone who maybe you are, I don't know, thinking about or separating from. And I only say that because then we have the Four of Cups and the Devil card. So there might be some Scorpios here that are rethinking a relationship. And just because the King of Cups shows as masculine, it's not to talk about gender. This is more or less an action oriented person, right? Kings take action, queens are receptive. So here we've got the energy of someone, maybe from the past or someone that you're looking to separate from because there's more independence being sought out by Scorpio. Because I've got the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Then we have the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Hierophant card. So I'm going to look at this in two different ways. The first does come through as a relationship under review, specifically a marriage or a long-term commitment. Something is being recategorized perhaps or redefined. And so you'll know if that's pertinent to you. It does look like in the recent past with the Five of Swords and the Devil energy, and the Four of Cups, those cards basically signify that there has been behaviors that you don't trust in the relationship. And there's also been this air of someone feeling entitled, right? Someone's audacity. So I don't want to spend too much time on that, but I will say that that message really is coming through, that you could be rethinking the trajectory of a long-term relationship because it's been unhealthy, it seems like, for a while. This doesn't feel like something brand new situation. Retrograde, Scorpio energy. Then we've got the Nine of Cups. That really is independence, right? Freedom, happiness. Same thing with the Four of Wands. When I see those two cards like this, that tells me there's this opportunity for a fresh start, a new beginning. So I get reminded again, I am willing to change. Don't take that to be that the person you're with is going to change. This is very much about you, Scorpio, making the transformation to remove negativity or any barriers out of your life, especially because this retrograde is happening during our season. We are already in the mindset of having that new vibes attitude. So whatever isn't meant for you or meant to carry through is absolutely going to present itself in such a lackluster, undesirable way that I feel that changes are happening. So that aside, right? I will say in a more general sense that there is some thinking about the past here and um, feeling like a little, like a depression is moving past you, right? Like maybe things have been difficult in the recent past and now you're coming out of it. And it's almost like you're looking back and saying, wow, that was really stressful. And I'm glad to be heading towards something new, something more desirable, more fun. And again, whatever's going on here, Scorpio, again, comment, I am willing to change, because there certainly is an energy here that is passing. At the very least, you are seeing and feeling it. The desire for independence with that Nine of Cups is very, very strong. And when you have, again, that Nine of Cups with the Four of Wands, that just says, I want freedom. I want to be with community. I want to be with people that care about me. I'm going to build what I want if I don't find it in my immediate circle. So let's go ahead and look further. I'm going to go ahead and clarify with the same deck right now. So let's see. Tell me more about this energy coming through for Scorpio, please. I've got the Eight of Pentacles. So let me lay these all out. the universe is wanting me to do it this way, which is great. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of energy here for Scorpio focusing on their stability, their finances, the home front, things of the material, being more I don't want to say introspective, but paying more attention to, again, what makes Scorpio independent. What does that feel like for you? Is it moving out of a situation? Is it buying your own home? Is it starting your own company? Is it getting a specific degree or certificate? There's something here, but you're very focused on that. And it looks very, very promising because I've got the Magician card and the King of Pentacles. Magicians are creating, they have everything they already need to get to the end game, right? But now it's about focusing your manifestations. And here with this King of Pentacles, it's very much growing legs. And it's also the King of Pentacles has the ability to turn their vision into something meaningful. And it's a long-term project, long-term gains, right? This is very promising, Scorpio. Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Temperance card. If you are separating yourself from a relationship, and I'm going to even further generalize that, just say separating yourself from a career path, a friendship group, even a spiritual group, right? Whatever you are breaking away from, this there's a catalyst here that's very important, right? That stands out. Give me 1 second. For sure. Okay. Emperor card, give me 1 minute. And yeah. So Scorpio, this is what I can say here. The Queen of Cups is clarifying the Five of Swords. I feel like something has happened where it was like a deep hurt, or that's what it feels like. I'm not really sure what else to say. That it does feel like energy that, again, happened in the recent past, not something that's happening currently, but now you're reflecting on it and you're saying, wow, that was a real wound. That was a real problem for me. And I can't see me forgiving that, or I can't see me, again, I say this sometimes. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. It feels like a deep situation. It made you very emotional, but something that you didn't express initially. Like you've almost been sitting on this, trying to evaluate the situation. What I'm hearing is that feeling of, was I overreacting? Did I misunderstand the situation? Did I create the situation? Almost like second guessing yourself. But the universe is saying, no, you're going to reflect on this during this retrograde, and you're going to see it for what it really is. It was a deep wound, and you were right all along, right? Your intuition was on point. So the universe wants you to take that energy and refocus it with this Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Temperance, on what's going to better you, what's going to give you long-term financial success. That's the other thing I'm hearing. The changes that you're making, whatever you're breaking away from, is going to give you more time and energy to focus in on creating new resources for yourself. That's coming through very clearly. So don't be surprised if you get a job offer, or you're starting a new job, you're moving to a new area, therefore having more opportunity to meet new people and get new resources, get new clients. That's coming through very strongly. They're actually bringing me back to the travel as I look at this Eight of Wands, and they're saying that travel advice is still in effect. So again, this is a timeless reading, but if you're watching this right around November of 25, I'm hearing all the way through even early next year, the first quarter of next year. So I'm seeing like an extended travel advisory for a number of reasons. You're going to want to protect your time, energy, and resources. So they're saying just pay attention to where you're going. Travel, flights change, things get redirected. And so I'm not going to spend too much time on that because I think you get the picture. Just build extra time in, purchase travel insurance, make sure that you have the resources available while you travel for an emergency stay somewhere if you must. I'm also getting very clear indicators that if you do get redirected for weather, for whatever reasons, make sure that you ask for compensation from, compensation or what is this? I'm sorry, this is not what I expected, but they're showing me, you know, compensation of some sort, meal vouchers, things like that. So I'm going to respectfully step away from that because I think you get the picture. Let's see what else. Oh, interesting. Here I have the Four of Wands coming through with the Emperor card, and I'm getting two different messages here. If you're starting a new venture or someone new comes into your office space, workspace, new client, something here, there is a possibility for mutual googly eyes. That's the best thing I can say. So keep it professional. Don't do anything, that's going to jeopardize your job or your career. So, keep that in mind. I will just say that. All right. But I'm feeling that. Like there's this energy of potential connection made in where you spend the majority of your time. And that could be true even if you are already in a relationship. So you're going to have to build boundaries or do what you want to do. But there is an energy here of that. And then I will also say with the Hierophant card being clarified by the Eight of Wands, if you are specifically dealing with a Taurus, for some reason that has been a major thing with so many Scorpios recently. If you're having it an outs with the Taurus, specifically a Taurus, and you need to take some kind of action, right? Like legal action or have a direct conversation or something like that, the universe is saying that this is your sign to go ahead and do that. This won't apply to everybody, but it's definitely something that's happening for many Scorpios if you look at the comments. So again, comment, I am willing to change, because change is here. Like I said, a refinement, review process. If you've been recently hurt or you're having those feelings come back up, which is going to happen during a retrograde, it's going to have you refocusing your time on your resources, your money, even moving for a lot of people. So take that or leave it, Scorpio. If you're looking for something more specific, head over to my website at starswithstasi.com and book your reading with me today. I would love to work with each and every one of you on a one-on-one. All right, so that is our messages for today. I feel like the universe is wanting me to pull 3 more cards. I don't know what that's about, but I'm going to do it because they don't ask for much. So when they do, I listen. Let's see. Oh, okay. Queen of Cups comes through again. So, one moment. Keep going, please. This one? Okay. Oh, geez. 1 second. I got the Moon card and the Two of Cups. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Queen of Cups. Queen, this queen is emotional. We love her. She loves us. She's very emotional, nurturing, loving, kind, receptive. Sometimes a little overgiving, sometimes a little too, when she's not feeling her best, and this applies to the masculines as well. When she's not feeling her best, she might repaint someone just to keep her peace bubble intact. Somebody's acted out of character, they've hurt her feelings, and she says, oh, that's just how they are. Okay, I'm going to let it go. It's the holidays. Or, okay, today's my day. I'm not going to engage. Something happens because then we have the Two of Cups. This is the Lover's card. Traditionally, a lover, someone that you're partnered with. If you're single, and this could be a best friend, this could be just someone who you truly adore and feel some sort of way about. Okay. Then we have the Moon card. Challenges you don't know about, things lurking in the dark. Sometimes it can be secrets. Sometimes it can just be somebody's doing something good for you, a little surprise in the background. But based on some of the other cards that we had here, I feel strongly, Scorpio, that if a lingering feeling is living rent-free in your head about someone in your life who you do value, but you also feel like you are being undervalued, this energy of the next few weeks is going to have you really paying attention to exactly how much energy you're giving away. And it's going to have you reeling that back in so that you can build your best year yet. Scorpio, trust me when I tell you, this is not the end of anybody's story. This is the beginning of yours. No matter what you break away from, no matter what business you're building or leaving, no matter where you're moving, traveling to, it's just the beginning for you. Every day that you open those eyes, every day that you take a deep breath, it is a chance to live the most amazing, beautiful day. Trust me on that, because I've been through it. We've all been through it. We're Scorpios. That's all we do. So take a deep breath, release what's not meant for you, and thrive on the energy that's left over when you're not reinvesting and repainting, right? And put it on you and enjoy this next year and make the best of it, because you are so worthy of the best possible life yet. Scorpios, thank you so much for your likes, your shares, subscribes, your hypes, all of the things. I can't wait to see what this year ahead is going to bring us, because we are here for each other. If you are new here, welcome home. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. You guys know that this community is so, so tight. And I hope that you give like an opportunity to be part of it. I love you guys so much. Thank you. And remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. Until next time, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Comment below. I am willing to change. Have a great week ahead and shine brightly.